When childless women in their 30s talk about how anime appeals to the male fantasy, Tonikaku Kawaii, Over the Moon for You, or simply Tonikawa, is what they're talking about. Before Spy X Family, they say Tonikawa was Shinzo Abe's first wave of propaganda to increase the birth rates. R.I.P. King. It lets you live out the unattainable dream we all have of having a caring wife that loves you. Simply, it's a rom-com where you're never asking, will they, won't they, because the couple, Nasa and Tsukasa, are already married. That said, they are still very much a new couple, so it has some of the sweetest, most wholesome things you'll ever see in your entire life. You may actually get overloaded with the absolute cuteness that will ensue. It makes a pure maple candy from Vermont taste bitter in comparison. But don't think it doesn't still have the calm part of rom-com either, because it still delivers on laughs as well. Especially as they deal with things all the new couples might deal with, just with the addition of already being married. Sometimes the adorableness and comedy are one and the same, particularly in these situations. A wise man once said, "As a rule, rom-com anime is only as good as its side characters." However, I'd say Tonikawa is an exception to that rule. The side characters are still great, that's not what I'm getting at. But the whole show could be carried by Tsukasa and Nasa alone. They're just that strong as a couple. Any single male will watch it and immediately go, read, which means it's already peaked. And any single or even taken female should strive to achieve it too. The birth rates must increase. There is also an underlying unusual mystery aspect to it too that's hinted throughout the entire series, which I don't even want to hint at myself too much as to not spoil the fun of experiencing it yourself. And it's something you most certainly don't expect out of a rom-com like this. Just don't watch the second season's opening at least before finishing season 1, because it outright explicitly spoils it. But even knowing it, it's still fun to notice all the little hints that are woven throughout, so do what you will. Overall, Tonikawa is a personal favorite rom-com of mine that seems to go relatively underappreciated, which is a shame as I feel any fans of your Kaguya-samas or Toradoras or any of the other big rom-coms will love Tonikawa as well. So, what are some of your favorite rom-coms? And if you too have seen Tonikawa, how would you compare it to the ones you've seen?